it's doing it now.
Maybe. Kind of like how the t-shirt's just vibing there.
I don't know what it's doing.
She's vibing.
It's just floating there in the glaze.
Just like, oh.
I'm gonna Mike Mazowski you, Carmen.
Mike Mazowski?
Yeah,
It's Wazowski.
that's what I said.
No, you said you said Mazowski.
No, there we go.
I feel so hurt.
I'll do. Are we on? Fuck, we're live. Alright, so, alright. Where's the book, Carmen?
Monster.
We're making our way through this. Last time we saw a sausage get fucking devoured. The bird drowned.
You could read Charles Dickens.
Charles Dickens is too good for this stream. Then again, so's Grimm's Fairy Tales. Bring the fucking book, Carmen. Let's go.
Could read A Tale of Two Cities, but replace everything with Garfield. That could be like The Tale of Two Kitties. We should watch that.
I've never...
It's great.
I don't even know what Garfield is, really. I saw, like, the CGI show.
Don't do that.
Well, that's my only... that's my only interaction with Garfield. Right, where are we up to? Okay, we've done the gold. We've done the golden ass. That was a time. The fox's bush. We did.
Did we read The Fisherman's Wife?
Did we do the fox's bush? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we did. That was the thing where the fox was like, "Hey, don't do the thing," and then everyone did the thing, and then they got bamboozled.
No one ever listens to the animals in this world.
What do they know? They're not people.
Well, you know what, Carmen? No, I haven't got a conclusion to that sentence.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Hello, everyone. We're gonna be reading some more of this fucking book.
Someone just asked if that's me, the murderer. Yeah.
What?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Where's that?
It's near the top. Oh, well, no, well, it went away now.
Well, anyway, we're gonna fucking try this. Try and bring the light over. I think that should work.
Maybe.
We ready? Do you want to shut that door, Carmen? Here we go. The Fisherman and His Wife. We're only going to do one tonight because we'll split this one in half. The reason is because we're playing Evil Within and Carmen needs to beat the Amalgam Alpha.
I don't want to.
Well, you're gonna.
He's kind of hard. He's fast.
He
sprints.
He's also blind, Carmen. You gotta hide under the cars and take advantage of stealth.
He has one eye.
Yeah.
And he has
Shoot
people
the
on
eye,
him.
Carmen. And then
He
we're
has
gonna.
people on him.
We watched Jimmy Neutron last night as well.
I want to get this lad into the series. It's great.
It's a strange film that I grew up with and I love, but I've never seen a thing. Anyway, fuck me, right? There was once. Hang on, let me move the microphone a bit closer. Just stop it, can you put me off?
I'm sorry.
Okay. There was once a fisherman who lived with his wife in a pigsty close to the seaside. The fisherman used to go out all day long a-fishing. That's another thing about this book. It's written really weird, so forgive me if I stumble. It's genuinely quite difficult to read. And one day, as he sat on the shore with his rod, looking at the sparkling waves and watching his line, all of a sudden his float was dragged away deep into the water. And in drawing up, he pulled out a great fish. But the fish says, "Pray, let me live, for I am not a real fish. I am an enchanted prince. I've heard this before.
Yeah, because the fish is like, hey, don't do
How's this fish gonna die?
that. Is he gonna die?
Right, well, someone dies. Every single story we've read, some fucker gets done in.
I do want to say this though, because it's just reminded me of like a Tally Hall video that's based on the little magical fish. Just look up Tally Hall magic fish. It's great. It's so good.
I am not a real fish. I am an enchanted prince. Put me in the water again, and let me go. Oh ho, said the man. You need not make so many words about the matter. I will have nothing to do with a fish that can talk, so... I don't understand. This is a talking fish, and he asks no questions. And if you planned on eating it, what would it matter if it could talk or not? Anyway, fuck it.
You can't eat a fish that talks.
Well, so swim away, sir, as soon as you please. He then put him back into the water, and the fish darted straight back to the bottom, and left a long streak of blood behind him on the wave.
Damn, okay.
Oh, you said you read this before, Carmen. I thought this was...
Well, I know, like...
I thought this was...
I know, like, a basic story.
I thought you
like
knew what this book was, Carmen.
Like, a basic thing is, like, the fish, they throw him back, he grants a wish.
He hasn't granted fuck all so far, Carmen.
I don't think this is that story. I'm thinking of a magical fish that grants
Someone's
wishes.
gonna die. Everyone in the chat, who's
Place
gonna
your
die?
bets.
Is it the fish, the fisherman, or his wife? One of these fuckers is going down to Funky Town, right? When the fisherman went home to his wife in the pigsty, he told her how he had caught a great fish, and how he had told him to swim, for it was an enchanted prince, and how, upon hearing it speak, he had let it go. Did not you ask it for anything? Said the wife. No, said the man. What should I ask for? Ah, said the wife. We live in Welchery here, in this dirty, nasty pigsty. Go back and tell the fish we want a snug little cottage. How the fuck's the fish gonna sort that out? What is he, a fucking government agent?
Yeah. Fish can do a lot if you let them.
Right, okay. The fisherman did not much like the business. However, he went to the seashore, and when he came back to the water, he looked all yellow and green. So when he came back, the water looked all yellow and green, and he stood at the water's edge and said, "O man of the sea, hidden to me, my wife..." What is that name? Isabel? Isabiff?
Are those L's? The L's look like fucking F's.
We're gonna call her fucking...
No, that's an L. Those are L's, because that says mill. Unless it says MILF. It's my headcanon that says MILF.
Okay. My wife, Isabel, will... Fuck me. Why is it got this weird... For those of you who don't know, like, it's written in this weird sort of in old Englishy text, and
some of it, not all of it.
Not all of it, not the whole book, but the L's look like F's. Will make her own mill, and hath sent me to beg a favour of thee. I'm just making this shit up now. He goes to the water and says, "Hey, fish, fucking help us out here, because we're living in shit." Then the fish came swimming to him and said, "Well, what is her will? What does your wife want?" "Ah," said the fisherman, "she says that when I had caught you, I ought to have asked you for something before I let you go. She does not like living any longer in the pigsty, and wants a snug little cottage. Go home then," said the fish. "She is in the cottage already." That's convenient. So the man went home and saw his wife standing at the door of the nice little cottage. Come in, she said, or said she. It is this much better than the filthy pigsty we had. And then there was a parlour, and a bedchamber, and a kitchen, and behind the cottage there was a little garden, planted with all sorts of flowers, fruits, and a courtyard behind, full of ducks and chickens. This fish is fucking God. Jesus has it all wrong. How?
Some chickens.
Fuck. Fish are enchanted beings.
Little did we know. We should get a beta fish.
What's that? What's a beta fish?
They're like these really colorful fish. They're also called Chinese fighting fish or something. I don't know shit about betas, but they're really pretty, and I always feel bad whenever I see them in little stores.
We used to have like little zebra fish.
You're in America, Sam. We don't say zebra here.
Zebra. Sorry.
Zebra.
Because, yeah, fucking, we've been over this, Cam. We've been over this too many times. We will try to do so at least, said the wife. Oh, sorry. Said the fisherman. How happily we shall live now. We shall try to do so at least, said his wife. Everything went right for a week or two. And then Dame Isabel... Oh. Isabel? Is it... Fuck this woman. We're calling her cunt.
Could call her Bill.
Bill works.
What's that the name of that one chick from Doctor Who?
Yeah.
There we go.
Bill Potts.
Bill Potts is a character in this book now.
Who got liquefied.
We don't talk about that. I like Bill.
No, she's alright. She's good.
I don't care.
Husband, there is not near room enough for us in this cottage. The courtyard and garden have a great deal too small. I should like to have a large stone castle to live in. Go to the fish again and tell him to give us a castle. Wife, said the fisherman, I do not like to go. I don't like to go to him again, for perhaps he will be angry. We ought to be easy with this pretty cottage we live in. Nonsense, said the wife. He will do it very willingly, I know. Go along and try. The fisherman went, but his heart was very heavy. When he came to the sea, it looked blue and gloomy, though it was very calm. He went close to the edge of the waves and said, O man of the sea, listen to me. My wife, Bill, begs of me, and has sent me to beg a favour of thee. Well, what does she want now? Said the fish. Said the man. Why do they always go and fucking... The exclamation mark as well. So
they need them interjections.
So he is lazy. Said the man dolefully. My wife wants to live in a stone castle. Go home then, said the fish. She is standing at the gate of it already. So away went the fisherman and found his wife standing before the great gate of a castle. See, she said, is this not grand? With that they went into the castle together and found a great many servants there, so that he has just created life.
So what we're gonna do is start worshipping a fish, right?
Ridley Scott, his David character, ain't nothing on this fish. We all thought the aliens came from some cool space jockey, fleshy alien ship. They came from David. Do you even know what I'm talking about?
No, but whenever you said aliens and shit like that, I'm just starting to think of Scientology, so...
Not far off, Colin. Not far off. See, she said, is this not grand? And they went within the castle together, and found a great many servants there, and all the rooms were richly furnished, and full of golden chairs and tables. Behind the castle was a garden, and around it was a park, a mile long, full of sheep, goats, and hares, and deer. And in the courtyard were stables and cowhouses. Well, said the man, we will now live cheerfully and happy in this beautiful castle for the rest of our days. Perhaps we may, said the wife, but let us sleep upon it, before we make up our minds to that. And so they went to bed. Then, fuck me. This woman? The next morning, the Dame Bill, awoke, and it was broad daylight. She jogged to the fisherman with her elbow and said, Get up, husband, and bestir yourself, for we must be king of all the land. Wife, said the man, why should we wish to be king? I will not be king. Then I will, she said. But wife, said the fisherman, how can you be king? The fish cannot make you a king. Husband, said she, that's what you think.
Anything's
This
possible
fish,
in this
I
game.
would not fuck with this fish. Say no more about it. But go and try. I will be king. I don't like where this is going. So the man went away quiet and sorrowfully to think about the fact that his wife should want to be king. This time the sea looked dark, grey of colour, and was overspread and curling with waves. He cried out, "O man of the sea, listen to me, for my wife Bill has sent to thee to beg a favour." Fuck you. "Well, what would she have now?" said the fish. "Alas," said the poor man, "my wife wants to be king." "Go home," said the fish, "she is king already." Oh. Well, she's king now. I don't know how the fuck... I think the word you're looking for is queen. But she is king. And then the fisherman went home, and when he came close to the palace, he saw troops of soldiers and heard the sound of drums and trumpets. And when he went in, he saw his wife sitting on a high throne of gold and diamonds, and a golden crown upon her head. And on each of her side stood 4 fair maidens, each a head taller than the other. "Well, wife," said the fisherman, "are you king?" "Yes," she said, "I am king." Fucking hell, evidently. And when he had looked at her for a long time, he said, "Ah, wife, what a fine thing it is to be king. Now we shall never have anything more to wish for as long as we live." "I don't know how that may be," said she. "Never is a long time. I am king, it is true, but I begin to be tired of that." Fuck me, woman! You've been king for like an hour?
Me too.
I think I should like to be emperor.
Now she's gonna ask to be Jesus.
I think we've accidentally stumbled upon the true Genesis. Is she Jesus?
Jesus was cooler than this.
No, that I can. Jesus killed the fish and gave it away with the bread. Jesus.
He had to stop him from doing this to this woman, though. So, like, that's my head.
Jesus came along and was like, "Little fish, you stop. Okay, I should like to be the emperor, more specifically of the Roman Empire." Jesus just like, "Right, that's it now. You no, you don't fucked up."
Then he rode a skateboard away. Jesus, have you seen like the little sports books with Jesus? They're great.
Yes.
I love Dancing with Jesus.
It's how long's this fucking? How much is she gonna ask for before she dies? Someone's gonna die. Okay, so along the fisherman was forced to go. He muttered as he went along, This will come of no good. It is too much to ask. The fish will be tired at last, and we shall be sorry for what we have done." He soon came to the seashore, and the water was quite black and muddy. A mighty whirlwind blew over the waves and rolled about them. But he was as near to the water's brink as he could get, and he said, "O man of the sea, fucking you know the drill. What would she have now?" said the fish. Said the fisherman. Is this funny, Carmen? Is this a funny story? Are you amused by this story?
No, just from the puffer fish noise.
"She wants to be emperor." "Go home," said the fish. "She is emperor already." I'm actually surprised that the fish is this lenient.
The fish is too good.
Yeah.
He's too good for them.
So, then the wife asks, "I should like fish for dinner."
Fuck off.
"Go home, she is eating me already." She is... Did we mention that this fish is a puffer fish? He went home, and Bill was sitting on a lofty throne, made of solid gold, with a great crown upon her head full of 2 yards high. And on each side of her stood guards and attendants in a row, each one smaller than the other, from the tallest giant down to a little dwarf no bigger than my finger.
They're so tiny.
Tiny little guards. They're gonna steal your toes.
Your toes. Hand them over.
Damn.
Jesus.
Ah, said the man. He gazed upon her. What a fine thing it must be to be emperor. Husband, she said, why should we stop at being emperor? I will be pope next. I'm pretty sure emperor is fucking up there. Pope? Then again, the Pope-mobile. Have you seen the Pope-mobile?
He's pimping out.
You gotta love the Pope, man, you know? With his bulletproof car and his golden hat and all this stuff.
Why is she so greedy?
I always remember when Carl Pilkington reacted to the Pope dying and he said, oh, there's a new Pope. He's hardly new, is he? I mean, he's got to be like 80. Why didn't they learn from the last one? Because he thought that the Pope was chosen, but he's like, oh, they picked another old one. Why didn't they learn from the last one?
Carl, when was this?
It was in his podcast years ago. And there's because the Pope, I think, died and Ratzinger became the new Pope. And Carl was angry because they picked another old man. And he was just like, but what? It's fucking... God damn, what does she want? Okay.
I love Carl.
You take it from here, Carmen. I'm going to make some tea.
Where are you?
There.
The O. The O wife. Wifey. Go make your tea.
I banged my finger on your chair.
Oh.
You assaulted me,
shame.
Carmen.
I'll bite you.
No, you won't.
I'll do it.
I'll do it again.
I'll do it again. Oh, wife, said he, how can you be pope? There is but one pope at a time in Christendom. Husband, said she, I will be pope this very day. But, replied the husband, the fish cannot make you a pope. What nonsense, said she. If he can make an emperor, he can make a pope. Go and try him. So the fisherman went. But when he came up to the shore, the wind was raging, and the sea was tossed down in boiling waves, and the ships were in trouble, and rolled fearfully among the tops of the billows. In the middle of the heavens there was a little piece of blue sky, but towards the south all was red, as if a dreadful storm was rising. At this sight the fisherman was dreadfully frightened, and he trembled so that his knees knocked together. But still he went down near the shore and said, "O man of the sea!
Just make it up, Carmen. Just make it up.
Hearken to me. Me wife Isabel will make what?
Exactly. Just fucking make it up. It's unreadable.
Will have her own mill and hath I don't know. I can't read this. And hath sent me to beg a boon of thee. Okay. What does she want now? Said the fish. Ah, said the fisherman. My wife wants to be pope. Go home, said the fish. She was pope already. Then the fisherman went home and found Isabel sitting on a throne that was 2 miles. Jesus Christ.
I love how they put, Christianity, which is supposedly this religion of great, kindness and forgiveness and all that stuff. All the stuff it should be. And in this book, it's like the equivalent of being emperor of the world. This throne.
It is now.
What about the poor people?
Fuck the poor.
Damn.
Okay, then the fisherman went home and found Isabel sitting on a throne that was 2 miles high, and she had 3 great crowns on her head.
Fucking hell, do you want to give one of those to old, Yen Jensen?
No.
Down the road?
And around her stood all the pomp and power of the church, and on each side of her were 2 rows of burning lights of all sizes, the greatest as large as the highest and biggest tower in the world, and the least no larger than a small rushlight. Wife, said the fisherman, as he looked at all of the greatness. Are you pope? Yeah, said she, I am pope. Well, wife, replied he, it is a grand thing to be pope, and now you must be easy, for you can be nothing greater. I'll think about that.
I'd like to be God.
Said the wife.
I'd like to be God.
She's gonna ask to be Jesus.
This is the prelude to Noah's Ark.
Poor Noah. Then they went to bed, but Dame Isabel could not... Isabel. It's not Isabel, that's... Okay, her name is Ilza. Ilzabil.
Yeah,
it's not even Isabel.
I'm not calling it Ilzabil.
What the fuck?
We're calling her Bill.
Okay.
We agreed on this.
Well... But Dame Isabel could not sleep all night, for she was thinking of what she could be next. At last, as she was dropping asleep, morning broke and the sun rose. Ha! Thought she as she woke up and looked at it through the window. After all, I cannot prevent the sun rising. At this thought, she was very angry and wakened her husband and said, Husband, go to the fish and tell him I must be lord of the sun and moon. The fisherman was half asleep, but the thought frightened him so much that he started and fell out of bed.
I must kill of my own wife. And so he baked her into a pie.
Alas, wife, said he, cannot you be easy with being pope? Nah, said she, I am very uneasy as long as the sun and moon arise without my leave. Go to the fish at once. Then the man went shivering with fear, and as he was going down to the shore, a dreadful storm arose, so that the trees and the very rocks shook. And all the heavens became black with stormy clouds, and the lightnings played, and the thunders rolled. And you might have seen the sea, great black waves swelling up like mountains with crowns of white foam upon their heads. And the fisherman crept towards the sea and cried out as well as he could, O man of the sea, hearken to me. Me wife Isabel will have her own mill, and hath sent me beg a boom of thee. What does she want now? Said the fish. Ah, said he, she wants to be lord of the sun and moon. Go home, said the fish, to your pigsty again. And there they live to this very day.
So he did grant them invincibility then?
What?
Well, this book was written, you know, these stories, you know...
The fish is tired of this shit.
No, but these stories are ancient, and it says there they live to this very day. So
that too.
They're immortal.
They don't get the sweet release of death.
This fish is hard. Okay?
The fish is tired of their shit, though.
Well, to be fair, no one died. Except... The
fish was dying inside.
The fish was dying inside.
Each time that poor fisherman lad. He's a simp.
He's a simp. Fucking Christ.
He's true.
Oh, hang on, let me read through the... Bleh. Here we go. From Aluna Rose. Get pissed. It works for my brother. Wins after 20 times, of course. He overkills after. Okay. Inky, with $1. Thank you very much. Tommy Jones. $15. Does Lucy miss old Winifred? Would she rather have someone who can fight her, or is she simply happy to humiliate a weaker opponent? I don't know. Don't forget, like, old Winifred, blind, mute Winifred was back before Winifred was even really a developed character. The new golden Winifred, as appears in the books, is the result of, you know, of me putting out the mute one and thinking this is too boring. I want to give her personality. Let's make her hair gold. So the golden Winifred is the evolution of Winifred. Whereas the blind mute one is more like where she came from. I imagine Lucy would much prefer the golden one. Fuck me. Do you want to try one of those? They are very sour.
I like Toxic Waste. They're nice.
Just want to say hi. Well, hello there, James Moore. James Moore is a legend.
James is a good lad.
Did you just steal my candy?
Bruh.
Did you just steal my candy, Khan?
Yes.
You know
Why
what?
are these so flat? These are very flat.
Yeah, they are a bit, to be fair. Well, okay. Where's that ukulele, Carmen?
I don't know where we put it. Right there.
We're gonna end the stream on a high note or an all-time low. FF Star, $5. Wishing you well and good health in these scary coronavirus times. Please keep making animation tests. We need a shook one soon. Stay well, you guys. Cup of tea. Well, we'll try to. You know.
We went to Walmart today, and there was no eggs.
They had all stolen the
toilet
toilet paper. You know, how did he die, Doctor?
Died of a dirty arse.
Well,
We only have 3 rolls left.
at least America will be able to wipe its fucking ass over the next few months, you know? Or at least half of them will. We'll just have to make do with leaves.
It's a good thing we're in the forest. God make leaves for a reason, Sam.
That's true. So yeah, but you know, the coronavirus is less deadly than the common cold, so I wouldn't worry too much unless it mutates. Then you can shit yourself. That's when you buy the toilet roll.
It's an upper respiratory thing.
No, because you'll be shitting your pants out of fear. You know.
Me too.
Ugh. So yeah, Walmart was empty. Everyone was just nabbing the toilet paper. Someone put some Corona beer on the shelf, and someone came up to us and said, "Don't touch that there Corona." I couldn't tell if they were joking or not.
I think he was joking.
I think they're saying, although apparently it is an actual thing that people are avoiding Corona beer.
That is true.
So.
Let's buy some Corona alcohol.
So yeah. Right. Well.
Noises.
Right. Well. We need to get a guitar because I haven't played a guitar in over a month. The best I've got is this ukulele.
So what we're gonna do is, since my campus shut down, we're gonna go to the music department and steal all the instruments.
That's a good idea, Carmen. Can we do that? Can we actually?
Let's go.
Right. Well. FF Star. So your friend is new to me. Where are you? Where are you from? Oh, this is who? This?
Hi.
This? Hey,
vibe.
Carmen, you're my friend. Carmen, can we be friends? Okay, I'm gonna. Okay, at the risk of losing hundreds of thousands of followers, this is my girlfriend.
The fucking e-girl.
Please don't unsubscribe.
The simp army.
What the fuck is wrong with people?
I don't know.
You know.
If you don't know, like the whole e-girl with the okay, boomer.
Oh Christ!
Please look it up. It's great.
It's not great.
It's funny.
What?
Not her. The video was kind of cringy, but like
The situation?
Yes.
Yeah, the situation's funny. Christ almighty.
It was funny because as soon as she was like, "Oh yeah, so my boyfriend and I losing like 100,000 followers, they gave up. She destroyed them."
Yeah, she hurts so many people. You know?
She's trying.
Jesus. You guys are cute, no judgment. I dare you to kiss!
That's
Oh! Hey, Carmen.
That's gay.
Carmen, come here, Carmen.
This is my stream now. Bye, Sam. Bye, Sam. Please.
They asked us to kiss, and what resulted is
I don't want to have to use Erica on you.
hey Erica, wanna go to the moon?
Erica can't go to the. I guess she can go
she
to the
went
moon.
to the moon.
Bye, Erica.
I don't want to end up like that guy who shot thing on stream, and I'll be the sword version.
What?
The guy on Twitch who shot his computer, and he's just like, I'll just do the sword version. Sank up money. I'll be the medieval version of that. Right. Fuck.
Glorious.
Right, what are we doing? We doing musical chairs?
Yeah. It's like, I need to switch over. In Big Lazy.
And Galaxy Star, love what you're doing. Discord link doesn't work. I don't even know how to do Discord links anymore. Discord's beyond me.
I don't know if
I don't even run my own Discord.
I mean, I'll post like a link to it in the thing. Wait, where's the server?
People have sent me like new ones, but like it's not that. It's the new stream thing. Like I don't know how links work. It gives you like one room to put a link. I don't know how to do it.
I can always put this invite thing. Angela did something weird with it. Oh, there it goes. To any staff watching, I'm very sorry for the influx of people.
2 whole people joined. Anyway, I'm going to end this stream now. Get off while you're winning, and we were never winning.
What?
Do we look like winners, Carmen?
I'm a winner.
Get out.
I'm a winner.
No. Come here, Carmen. I'm sorry.
No, you pushed me away.
Well,
I see where I am. Oh, that's my leg.
I'm dragging you back.
Okay.
Mwah.
That's gay.
Girl, boy, what?
Carman.
Carmen, it makes sense now. By the way, the Amino is active. I posted on your DA account years ago. Colored pencil I did for Lucy. God, I haven't been on Amino in almost a year. I'm not on Amino. I mean, I technically am, but I haven't been on it in ages. Can you give Fontaine a couple of Weblays? I don't know what that is.
I'm gonna look it up.
Skinny, angry Starman, and then meow from May May. Greetings.
The revolver?
Jesus.
Yeah, give Fontaine some guns.
I fucking will. I am actually working on a Fontaine animation test. So. But it's going to take a bit because it's Fontaine, 6 arms. And he's. The thing with Bamforth is he's sort of brooding and a bit more slow, but Fontaine's extremely animated. So. I want to really.
Fontaine is best lad.
Lucy takes exception to that, Carmen.
Lucy's not a lad, she's a lass.
That's it. Well, okay. Ludwig takes exception to that.
Sorry, Ludwig, but I kind of like Fontaine more.
Shock takes exception to that.
Shock is at a different level.
Anyway, fuck. Yeah. When's the next Satellite City episode? I mean, I don't think I'm gonna do episodes anymore. I'm just gonna do content because the episodes were just sort of like the same as what I'm doing now, which is like little bite-sized pieces of the characters just for fun and enjoyment. See how things go. And even up until recently with the life lessons with Lucy Lacemaker, that's Satellite City. even like the second episode of Satellite City, In the Arms of an Angel, that was only 30 seconds long. You know, so I'm gonna do Satellite City as regular content. It's just not gonna be sort of like episodic, just because I don't think it needs to be. So you're still gonna get all the characters and all the interactions from Sullivan and the gang and all the new characters, but I personally want to work on this book, and I don't have the time to produce 20-minute, 10-minute episodes. I don't, because it's just me, and there is no real budget behind it. It is just me on my ass doing what I can. So, producing the shorter ones are more fun. I think they're better anyway. They're more entertaining, at least to my eye. The animation tests aren't going away because they're short as well, 2 minutes, 3 minutes. It's just the big 10-minute ones. They take a lot out of me, and they cost a bit of money. They wrap up, so. But yeah, the book is the priority, and then along with the book, I'll be doing some shorter episodes and some animation tests to keep things going. Because don't forget, this whole channel, sort of at the beginning of the Satellite City era, was shorter episodes, animation tests, and stuff like that. And then I sort of did some longer videos and did a huge period of 6 months of just animation tests. I might, do some of that again. And now I'm just sort of going back to the shorter videos and animation tests. So I just operate through eras and moods. YouTube is just for me to do what I want. YouTube's, just a bit of fun for me. It's just a bit of a laugh. So I need to enjoy it.
You gotta find.
Exactly. So. Yeah. What's that about, Bob? What's the question?
Someone was asking, got any characters you made that you regret making? And everyone was like, Bob. It's like, but Sam didn't make Bob.
Oh, I didn't make Bob.
That was Ashley. She did.
Ashley.
She did Good Fish Boy and Good Beluga well.
I did that Order of the Things episode, I think 90% well. It's just, if I was to change one thing about that episode, is that when Bob got thrown into the furnace, I would have cut back to it, and it's a bottle of beer with the label Bob's Beer. So all along he was a personified version of alcohol. That's the one thing I would change, because some people got confused. So if I was to do it again, I'd have changed him into a personification of an actual brand of beer, because the idea of using him in that way came from cereal mascots and all this. It still tastes good like a cigarette should. They use cute cartoonish things to sell unhealthy things to kids and adults.
Remember the camel?
What?
The camel for cigars.
Oh yeah. So all that stuff. So I'd probably have ended it on that note, instead. But that's about it. I thought it was pretty funny.
Hit that yeet.
Well, yeah. Oh, is that the stream?
Yeah, I'm looking at the stream on my phone.
I do want to bring Quinn back, though. I want to bring Quinn back. And I'll bring Yeshua back. And I want to bring Mystique and Luna back. So I might just yeah.
I'm with Zio. Nick did a great job with Quinn's voice.
Sorry?
Zio was like, Nikki did a great job with Quinn's voice.
Yeah, we need him back. Hang on. Super chat question.
What?
Super chat question. But then none of them are coming up.
Oof. Did someone ask a super chat?
Not that I can see here.
Apparently, like, FF Star. I wonder if I could, like, scroll up. Wait, oh, here we go.
Meant to ask who did the art for the audiobook. Oh, that was me. But it was a sort of sneaky way of doing it, whereby hang on. Basically, this artwork is done by me, but basically, it's CGI that I just used a composition filter to look like cartoon. So all of this was built in CGI and just sort of composited to look like a 2D image. I think the result is really nice and really good. So yeah, it's just a bit of sort of trickery there. But yeah. Right. Size that up. Okay. Right, well, anyway, that concludes the stream. I'll bid you all a fare thy well, a good night, even though we're going to go and play Evil Within. She's going to die on Evil Within.
Please.
I'm going to laugh. I'm going to laugh, Carmen.
You're gonna get yoked.
I don't think so.
I'll eat you.
So fare thy well.
Then we're gonna play Minecraft.
We're going to try.
As
We're
long
going to
as
try.
Haley and Eric are up for it.
Fare thy... Do you want to say the final word, Carmen?